guys, so I did promise I was going to try and make some more kind of spendaholic style videos here and talk some more about some luxury purchases, handbags, etc. And one thing that I picked up about a week ago, and it just arrived yesterday, is this. And I actually bought this pre-owned, and I got it from a Facebook group that someone invited me to, which is basically a ton of different luxury items, which is hugely terrible for me to have been invited to, because it's lots of people selling things off at big discounts that are still very, very expensive. I wasn't in the market for anything like this. I was actually looking for something completely different, and I actually posted some things on that group a couple of weeks ago when I was selling some things to fund my hopeful new handbag. But I saw this, and the more I looked at it, the more I thought, I can't believe how cheap it is. I got this for £60. Now, it's 15 years old, and it does have some wear and damage, but 15 years, I kind of wanted to see in person what a 15-year-old Louis Vuitton canvas wallet could look like. Because it is canvas, it's got leather interior, but the outside of the exterior is 15 years old, and I think it looks absolutely amazing, which just kind of instills more confidence in me in purchasing more canvas items from Louis Vuitton in the future, because I think that it is one of the most durable materials that you can have something from. Obviously it's very expensive for it not to be leather. I know a lot of people say that about the bags and the small leather goods, but especially because it's not a leather good. But I think that you can kind of see from this that the quality is there, and it's completely amazing that it's held up this well. So to kind of go through it all for you, I believe this was called a continental, not a continental, no, what was it called? International wallet. I'll leave the information below because there was a lot of French, but kind of the basics was it was an international wallet. And I actually haven't seen a wallet like this because obviously it's been discontinued for a few years. And I had no idea what kind of size it would be from the pictures. It was very difficult to gauge what I was looking at. She did give dimensions, but you know, as if I actually got a ruler out and figured it out. But it's got a press stud closing just here. One thing that wasn't mentioned in the listing that I do feel like is a bit of an issue is that press stud closure is a little bit loose. It does stay closed, but you don't have quite that, like, can you hear that rattle? You don't have quite that same gratification click that you do with a new press stud. I'm wondering if there's a way to tighten that. I think there probably is, but that's just one thing. And then on the inside, I believe it's got a small pen mark up here, which is nothing major. Then it's got the Louis Vuitton symbol there. When you open it up, this is the actual insides of it. So all of this is leather. Then it's got a coin purse here, which again, there's a little bit of wear there. All this is pretty much perfect. You've got some card slots, some space for some notes there. You've also got another pocket there for some space for some notes. I think it's a really, really good sized wallet. Oh wait, we've also got more space for notes and things there. Oh, okay, hang on a second. Because at work today I was kind of trying to figure out, because I thought my 6 Plus, my iPhone 6 Plus is a really similar size to this. And I was holding them next to each other, and I thought, I wonder if this fits in one of the pockets. Like if I could kind of slip it in there. It doesn't quite fit in the pocket, however I hadn't seen this whole back section here, which obviously you could put documents in, but I could potentially slip the iPhone back in there. Let's see. And still close it very easily. So I can kind of just about fit my iPhone in there. If I just wanted to kind of hold that instead of a purse or something, I can't imagine that I would, to be fair. But if, you know, if I was just like moving from my desk to the cafeteria at work, then maybe I would do that. Or if I had a smaller bag that I was putting this wallet in. It's just an interesting thing that that does fit in there. Especially since, you know, the iPhone 6 Plus wasn't even a thing when this was made. But the interior of it I think is pretty clean for how old it is. Like I say, there are little areas of wear, but it's no big deal. I am kind of thinking of having this hot stamped because it isn't hot stamped already, and because, you know, it's already the age that it is and it's got the wear that it has. What's the harm in having it hot stamped? It does have a little bit of stitching that's come loose there, which doesn't really bother me. The main areas of wear are just this corner here, where the leather and the canvas have kind of come away from each other, if you can see just that little area there. And the main section is on this corner, where it's much worse and the stitching has come undone and the leather and the canvas have come away from each other. Again, because of the price that I got it for and because of the age of the item, I'm just going to super glue that. I know that some people would be like, oh my god. I am going to try and take it to a local cobbler first and see whether or not they could fix the stitching before I did that. but chances are I would just super glue it up together, because I don't really think that's like a major issue for the price that I paid for it, and like I say, the age. I was just really happy with how clean and tidy it was inside, given that the seller made a really big fuss of it having been damaged. I didn't really think it was all that much wear for a 15-year-old wallet. I think that if I'd spent hundreds on it and it'd have had this damage, then I would have understood her kind of really impressing upon me that it was damaged, but I don't think it's all that bad. And it's the only piece that I have and kind of intend to have in the original monogram as well. The monogram is not normally my kind of thing. I think it's, I don't know, it can be a little bit tacky and overdone, and there are a lot of fakes of this monogram print. And I definitely wouldn't have gone out and purchased, I say definitely, famous last words, but I wouldn't have gone out and purchased a brand new monogram wallet, but I don't mind it for a pre-owned, much cheaper item. So I thought I would just show you the wallet, give you my kind of only experience so far of purchasing something pre-owned from Louis Vuitton. I will also keep you updated if I do take it into store and get it hot stamped, because I know, or heat stamped, I don't know really what the terminology is, because I know that some people have said that they've struggled. Certain stores wouldn't do it because one, they didn't know whether it was authentic, because obviously it's an older piece and it's pre-owned, and two, because sometimes the leather has worn away to a point where they think that it's not safe to do that. Also, if it's been a discontinued item, there's no way they can replace it for you if anything goes wrong. But again, like I say, I'm kind of willing to go into it and have it heat stamped kind of on my own head, purely because it is a damaged older item. So yeah, that's my little pre-owned haul. I'm really happy with it. Like I say, the only thing that I want to do is try and tighten up that press stud in the front. That's really the only thing that kind of bothers me. Everything else I'm just kind of DIY fix. But if you guys have got any specific sites or kind of Facebook groups or whatever, anywhere that you can recommend pre-owned items, please leave it as a comment below, both for me and anyone else watching that might be interested. And yeah, I thought I would do just a little quick video and show and tell of something that I purchased. But I hope to be back very soon with a slightly larger item, and to be able to update you on my kind of having fixed that potentially and having it initialed as well.